Hello everybody, Defense here, and welcome back to StoneBlock, the world without a void. I hope you're all doing good. I am personally doing fantastic. We are a little bit bigger, I think, since the last episode. I did a little bit of like side stuff. We'll talk about that one in a second. Did a little bit of sieving, and I think I chopped down some trees, and that's really all I did. I kind of moved some stuff around, but we are gonna hop right on into this episode by getting a, well, first let's do these two because I accidentally collected these by trying out a new button that I didn't know was a thing. Viaducts, fun for transport in the future, not very useful. You know what, let's use them. Oh, I don't think I have the right end piece. Hold on. Long range. So viaduct transfers players. Whoosh. I think I have to make like an entrance tube or something. Oh, that's kind of a bummer. Well, we'll just leave it on the wall. You go around here and just stay there. Alright, you stay out of way. And next. Ooh, more epic bacon. Sweet. Alright, we're just gonna dump this into here for now. I'll make a pickaxe and tear those down later. But we did two things whilst we were away, and they were over here in StoneBlock. We did this one here, the Tinkers, which was to make all of these doohickeys. So I made all of those because it was just crafting. And I accidentally did these because I didn't know it was a quest. I just wanted a better mesh, and I did it and said I did a quest. So we got this one done and this one done. Our plan today is I want to get into the crucibles and onto the point of lava creation so that we can get into tinkers, because we need the crucible to make clay, and you need clay, sand, and gravel to make grout, sorry, to make the tinker stuff. And I also want to get a cobblestone generator going, and to do that I need water, I need lava. Whoop. I need 2 bees, cobblestone gen. So the first tier is lava, water, and glass, and then 6 pieces of cobblestone. So that is honestly our end goal for today. I think we may get it a bit faster than my brain is thinking. So we've done the oak crucible. And then next, let's go, I can't ever remember the hotkey for this. After that, we can create water and we can create lava. So we need to do the water first. And to do water, I'm pretty sure it's just any green thing into here. So if I just go, yeah, you can see if you look at the top there, solid volume 960, fluid volume 48. So that's nice there. And then I have started collecting up some chunks. So you get iron pieces here from sieving. Different amounts of things and different things in here create different amounts of chunks. So I've got nickel, silver, osmium, gold, tin, lead, iron, copper, and aluminum. I'm looking for my crafting tables. They're over here. You take these, form them in a 2x2, and then you cook them. Whoa. There we go. It froze. Bloop, bloop, and bloop. Alright, so we're going to let that smelt up because we're going to need a bucket. But we need this guy to finish up. And I want to... We're going to end up running a second one of these because I want to start off making an infinite water source. So let's create a quick spot for an infinite water source for us. And while we're at it, let's grab a little bit more cobble. I've also started cooking trees for coal, so that way I can have a little bit of coal at the start. Hopefully we'll get into lava later and we won't have to worry about it. But I've been using them to make lighting. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I need one of these to go to gravel. And then to sand. Ooh, to dirt and then to sand. There we go. Sand. And that way I can glass. I know that's probably kind of a waste, but I don't want to cook a lot of this right now because we're going to go into ore doubling once we get tinkers up and going. So I'm really only smelting what I kind of need to keep going. We're going to use 2 buckets. Ooh, we're not full yet. We're almost there. Alright, I probably could have just made a second one of those. But yeah, we're going to drop infinite water source in here. Ooh, it's almost there. 76, 84, 92, 1,000. Alright. Let's actually take care of these 2 quest things while we're at it so we don't end up losing them. Back, we're going to get this guy, claim, and this guy, claim. And then how much clay? I need to make 3 pieces of clay. So we need these 6. I did also figure out, I can't remember if I showed it in the last episode, I figured out my button for excavate, which is the mod in here. I was thinking vein miner and stuff along those lines. Ooh, there we go. That was weird. And I rebound it, but it is in here. It's excavator. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. I was like, why is it not working? Yoink. I'm hitting the button I'm used to hitting for different things. But yeah, there we go. That's our 4 pieces of clay. If I remember correctly, we're going to need 4 of these, 1 per clay. So, we're going to end up having to wait a little bit longer to get that going. What did we get? A flask of adrenaline, haste 2. That's actually pretty useful. And then wood and stone. 8 wood and looks like 8, a bit of stone. More than 8. Oh, actually, do I already have a bunch of dust? I did. I already said it. See, I told you guys, I prepped some stuff. I just didn't remember everything. Alright, we got our 1 piece of glass. So, I need cobble. 1, 2, glass. And then we're going to do water and lava. And that'll work. I'm thinking, I don't know if I can. I'm going to have to check if I can put water back into this. Once I take the water out, I assume I can. I don't really see why they wouldn't let you. If I can't, I'll have to make up a couple of these so we can start getting that going. But I really want to get this up and going so that we can start getting that. Speaking of which, let's actually make a couple more. So I want to make 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I know it's kind of a waste of coal right now, but I think it'll be fine. Actually, I only need to make 3, but hey, it happens. So, let me hang around. I'm going to get enough water up and going. I'm going to test... Oh, actually, this is done, so we can test it right now. Can I put water back into this? Yes, I can. So, let's take it over here. We're going to make us up some clay. One, 2, and 3. And there we go, 4. 4 total clay, and that's actually a great start. So let's claim that as well. So that's actually that blockchain finished, which is great. And that will allow us to move on to lava generation, which we have to make this. And I do already know about this. This is actually very useful. Lava 3. Fire is actually better than lava. That used to be switched, if I remember correctly. I could be misremembering. We'll probably start off with a torch, because I don't have anything to do fire on unless I do... Yeah, I can make a flint and steel, and then drop that onto... I think these can make blocks. I cannot remember if charcoal can make a block. Yeah. And then this should burn on the ground as if it is like a permanent fire source, if I'm remembering correctly as well. Yo, Wyvern Core. All right, we're getting some... We're not getting any right now useful stuff, which is kind of annoying. But we're getting future useful stuff, which is very nice. So, let me get some stuff ground out. I'm going to get everything we need and start getting some lava going so that we can get the cobblestone generator up and going as well. So, after a bit of firework and a couple other tests, we can... light just the ground on fire. You cannot light a charcoal block on fire, at least in this mod pack you cannot. And if you light a coal block on fire, once it burns out, the block disappears. So I've just been lighting the stone on fire for now. We've almost got our second lava going. The way to actually make one of these, you have to make, I think it's porcelain, and it requires 1 clay and 1 bone meal. I have not built the mob farm yet, so the way I did it is I just used dust in this, which is a flint stiffened mesh, where you have a 15% chance to get bone meal. I ended up getting 8 bone meal. I only needed 7. So we made up 7 porcelain balls, crafted an unfired crucible, fired it, put it down, and now it just creates lava for its life. Let's actually grab... my 2 buckets are already in here, so we are going to start off by making our cobblestone gen. We get our 2 buckets back, and... it's now good to go. I've set up this here. This is going to be where our cobble goes. I completely forgot there's a tier for this. So this will make 1 cobble every 40 ticks. And it does step up. So if we go in and we do... boom, boom, boom. So this one does 1 every 40, 1 every 20, 1 every 5, 1 every tick. Oh, it's backwards. Sorry. This is the better one. It's in an odd order. So you have this. It goes this one, then this one, then this one, then diamonds, then emeralds. And that's how it goes. So because you need... oh, I thought it was blocks. No, I guess not. This has been the harder part for me in most of the playthroughs. We'll get this thing up to iron pretty fast, but right now we're already up to almost half a stack of cobble, which is great. We're actually going to take this guy and we're going to put him in there. And that way I'll be able to run this. It's only 3 times the rate, but I don't constantly have to relight it. Once we go to the nether, we could possibly get fire up and going, but we may have Yellorium by that point, which I think would be better for us anyway. So, let's hop in here. Let's collect up some of our stuff. Oh, Cobble Gen was right below it. Duh. That's actually kind of a good point to go towards. 10 obsidian. We're not going to do that right now, but let's open this up. Resonant upgrade kit, thermos, and another thermal foundation. So we've got 6 of those, which will be nice. So now our main thing is going to be making more dust and making more. So we need clay, sand, and gravel. And the amount I need, I don't actually remember. I'm going to say, let's take a look. It's been a while since I've done Tinkers, and I want to kind of go through it with you guys. So you create a block of grout for Tinker's Construct, and that is 4 sand, 4 gravel, and 1 clay. I'm going to do it in this so that we get 8, and then let's go uses. It's going to turn it into, once we do this, we go into these, and then, okay, there we go. So we're going to need 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. I'm just going to say a stack. So I'm going to end up making up a stack of them, because we're going to need at least one of these, at least one of these, a few of these. I'm not going to go really big at the start. I really just want to get enough so that I can start making tools and kind of keep going. We're going to need a tank as well, which is also why I'm continuing to make lava, just so we can keep things going. This is used for cooking food, if you guys want to cook food in this instead of using it for smelting. So that's really how that goes. But yeah, I need to make one of these, one of these, one of these, a bunch of these, and there's one other block, and this one here, and then this guy here. So there's going to be a lot of that. I'm going to grind out, now that I have this guy going, I'm going to grind out a bunch of those materials so that we can get a bunch of grout going. And once we come back, we'll probably clear out a small space in here and make ourselves up a Tinker's Smeltery. So here we are, everybody. I did the grind and got us everything I need to get a starting smelter up and going. I was originally going to do it a bit smaller, but it did say 16 for the quest, so I decided just to get all 16, and that is it done. So yeah, it's 1 casting table, 1 casting basin, 1 smeltery drain, 1 seared brick, 1 smeltery controller, 2 faucets, and 16 bricks. So I'd had most of it made before I opened up the book and looked, so I ended up having to make 1 more faucet and a couple more of these guys. But we are going to claim that, and you know, let's open it real quick. Why not? Why not? Anything good? No. We got more wood and stone. So let's get this here built up real quick. I'm just gonna keep it small. I'm pretty sure I can go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can go like that, and then let's just use a bit of cobble around the edge. So you only need to fill these specific areas right here. So we will run 1, 2, 3 across the back, 1, 2, 3 across here. I may actually need to make a couple more blocks. So I made sure I had a couple of extras going on. I'm going to want this here. The controller here. Okay, so I need to make just a couple more. Luckily, we had some, as I said. Boom, 5 more blocks. I am going to go here. And I think... yeah, I'll still be able to access 2 there. And that, there we go. Once this turns on and starts showing what's going on, that's when it is officially usable. So we'll need to put in some lava. And you'll see it's got a grid here. It can only do 9 ores at once. The bigger you make this, the more it can do. I could be mistaken. I think you always have to have it as a square for it to work. So it has to be like a 3x3, 4x4, 5x5, all the way up to there. And I think 9x9 is the biggest you can make it. Again, I could be mistaken. It has been a little while since I've used it, but that's usually how it goes. So the main reason I wanted to build this, aside from the quest, is it should double our ores. So if we take 1 ore and put it in here, we need some lava, which I already got some right here in my inventory, just so that we'd be able to get this going. If we take a look, we will see that it is smelting. It's a little bit, it's slow. I'm gonna say that now. It's slow, but I think it's a great start. And you could actually, if I remember, nope, I have to have some in there. There's certain mods, I don't know if in this pack, but there are certain mods that are usually along the lines of working with this that require blood, which you can get by jumping in a smeltery that's got stuff in it. So that's going to go there. This is almost done. So you'll have a little timer here. I'm actually going to dump this one in real quick because it's going to be behind. But we currently have 72 spaces of ingots in here. And I'm going to show you if this works the way it normally does. This should give me 2 ingots rather than 1. So you see there, I have 2 ingots used. This is the easiest way I've found to double ores, especially in StoneBlock. So we now have the ability to do that. Let's craft up all of this. One of the things, you have to be very careful what you put in here. So this pack, or sorry, this mod will create alloys if you do things wrong. So if you put in tin and copper, it can combine. If you put in gold and I think it's nickel, that creates another ore. That'll create another alloy. And it might also, it's that or it's aluminum and gold. I can't remember which one does it. I'll have to look into them. I kind of test them every once in a while. I know lead and another ore end up mixing to create different things. There are times where you need to mix them, and there's times where you don't want to mix them. Early on, I recommend 1 ore type at a time, unless it's iron and gold. Those don't mix. I cannot for the life of me remember what else. So that's going to be it there, but what I need now is I need a way to make an ingot mold. Actually, you know what? We're going to do it this way instead, because I should have enough to make a block. And then I can take that block and make an ingot. So let's get, where is it? We're going to get this guy down. That guy there. We're up to, yep. So it'll tell you that I currently have 2 blocks and 2 ingots of molten iron in here. So if you right click that guy, it's going to fill that up. It's going to start working. But I think what I'm going to do while that's going is get the rest of this stuff placed down real quick. And that guy. There's a certain order to the tables that allow you to pull from different areas. But the upside is, as long as they're all touching, you can access every single one of them from the top here. So your tool station, your part builder is what we're going to want first. To craft a part, simply put its pattern into so stencil table. Ignore my brain. Is this? I don't remember. So I'm pretty sure that I have to straight up put an ingot in here to get an ingot cast, which is kind of a bummer. But I also need to do that with clay. So we're going to end up having to cook up some clay, which I do have some extra clay sitting in here. Plop, we'll throw those in there. And there we go. There is 1 iron block and a 2nd iron block on the way. So while this stuff is cooking up, yeah, you'll see it's starting to melt. This is not solid, by the way. You can step in here. And as I said, you do take damage. That should drop in, yeah, so 20 millibuckets or micro buckets. I can't remember what it actually is. But yeah, you can sit in there and just sacrifice health for blood later. As I said, this is a couple of mods that end up using them. Not a whole ton, but there are some in there. So now let's throw this in there as well. Get that cooked up. And let's see. I want to set up these, and I think I should be able, I think I can put a Pam's Harvest Craft apple in. So I want to take a look at that. We are getting a little crowded in here, so we are going to have to look at moving soon. Or expanding, I should say. But yeah, I created a bonsai pot, which is 5 bricks, if I remember correctly. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kind of like that. And then to add in a hopper to automate it, you have to put it like that. Place it on top of your chest. grab the dirt that you were supposed to have prepared in your inventory, right click that, and then it does work. So you'll see in the top corner there, or in the top bar there, you will see a counter that will start working that, and then we will watch it. It grows, and some of the trees actually end up looking really cool grown like this, and it's kind of fun to watch if you get a lot of different trees growing. So let's see. And there are different dirts and soils and such in the game that will increase your speed. We will check those in just a moment once this finishes growing. But yeah, you'll see it's got little apples on it. I don't know if they actually turn red before they finish. 98, 99. Nope, they do not. So grow a bonsai tree, advancement. So it'll drop stuff. So this one might not actually produce any apples. You can get it back by breaking this, by the way. But if we hop on in here and do at... Whoop. Use. I could have sworn that it told. Oh, right here. So it'll tell you dirt, grass block. Okay, so in StoneBlock, it looks like we have dirt and grass. Does not look like there is. Oh, yep. So obviously for fuse wood, I'm assuming, yeah, explosive personality. So you need netherrack. So yeah, there are a couple other ones that require different dirts and such, but this one does not seem to have the other dirts. So there are ones that'll have other dirts you can use that will increase the rate of growth. But now we have automated apples, at least for now. We will probably look towards other foods, but our current food is apple juice. So, and then it's a good start. Let's get a little bit of this. So I need one of these guys now that we're here. And let's see if I remember this. This will, by the way, use up your ingot. And you can go in here and click on what you want to pour out. Whatever's at the bottom is what will pour out. Okay, that is not how we do it. So let me do some research, and I'll bring you guys back once I figure out how to do it. There we go. I didn't even have to look it up. I walked over here and I went, you know what? I think it's gold. So we swapped it out. It is gold, so it takes exactly 1 ingot of gold and 1 ingot of anything else. I just happen to only have iron ingots. So we did that. I put 1 in there spare. And I've also crafted up 4 more meshes here. And these ones are iron stiffened meshes. And the reason I did that is because I want diamonds. Because I want to make a couple of tools. And they all require diamonds. One of them is... So before we get into that, we will have a 1% chance of getting a diamond using an iron stiffened mesh. And a 3% chance through an diamond stiffened mesh, which costs 4 diamonds. So I'm not going to go too nuts with that, but if we go like this, and actually let's clear out a bunch of this so I can see what I get. Nope. So yeah, as I said, it's only a 1% chance, but I think I need 2 diamonds because I want to get, I think it's an auto hammer. Yes, auto hammer, which requires a diamond hammer, which requires 2 diamonds. I need only 2 diamonds. Hey, there we go. So we've got our first diamond. It took us almost 2 stacks of gravel. 2 entire stacks of gravel to get our first diamond. There are other ways. I think loot bags is another way, but I want to get tinkers up and going before I get the loot bags going, because I have to do mobs for that, and I want to use the tinker's tools to dig out the area where we're going to put the mob farm. I think it's going to be our best way to do it. And there's a couple different designs you can do for mob farms, so we're not going to do that in today's episode. So if you have any ideas on them, let me know, and we will go from there. But I have thoughts, and I might use fans. I think I've used fans in the past, and that's actually a good way to do it, so we'll have to decide. But hey, we got 8 more, and we're going to see if we can get 1 more diamond. And no, sadly not. I think that was, yeah, that was all of my gravel for now. So as I said, it's not the only way to get a diamond. If you look through, there's tons of different ways to get diamonds. There's actually chickens, which I have not looked into yet. So yeah, you have to do a lot of chicken breeding. So we'll have to look at what we can get into chickens at some point. I think that'll be fun. I don't really have the space for chickens right now, but the only way I know right now that I can do is going to be sieving. So 1 at 1%. We did like 3.5 stacks and got 1. So I can grind out some more and make up some more of the iron stiffened mesh so we can get it through faster. But I think that's going to be a good point to stop, and I think I'll end up doing a lot of that between now and the next episode. Hopefully getting a couple more items going, get a few more ores smelted up so we can start working on some other projects and not just hang out in this tiny little stone-filled room that is getting very, very cluttered and fire-related dangerous. So, as always, I want to thank you for stopping in. I hope you did enjoy, and I hope you have a nice night, day, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. This is my defense. I hope to see you again soon. Peace.